Okay.
Yes.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of What the Fuck is Blaze Doing? Or, in other words, the Lilithian Chronicles. Yeah,
Lilithian.
Lilithian words. Hello, I am your lovely host and dungeon daddy. It'll stick, eventually, to someone. Who knows? Today we are joined not only by our lovely Blaze and Critter, who were here with us Wednesday. We are also joined by Paulina, who's on this side, but she's actually up here somewhere, and Sam, who I know I'm pointing the wrong ways on this camera, but on the stream it should work, kind of. So we left off last time. Our two adventurers, Blaze and Critter, had just accepted Lilith's offer to live deliciously in sin. Once they have both come to and Lilith has gone, Blaze, you can now tell that you have different powers and abilities than you had before you walked into this cathedral, as well as Critter, your character Higgy, and I will eventually remember Blaze's. Halina, haha. So Halina and Higgy, you both notice that you have differences. What differences those are, you don't know yet. You're going to have to kind of explore and see what exactly those new powers and abilities are. Now, as you are both worshippers of Lilith now, you feel a tug coming to you from behind the statue, as if you're being drawn to it. And now I open the floor to my players.
Halina will approach the statue and take a look at it.
Can you roll me investigation, please?
One moment.
And in the meantime, Hig is going to wake up as quietly as she can, and one of those nobody saw me, right?
Yeah. So you're still trying to be stealthy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead, since this is a new session, roll me stealth.
Survey says investigation. Really? Dick. It's a
What'd you roll?
5. That's a 5. It was almost a 23, but it turned out to be a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, the dice aren't working today, apparently. The dice aren't dicing.
Mine decided to hit the floor first, but I'm also rolling at advantage, so I roll 2 dice. Top one is 18 plus 5, so that's 23 total.
Okay, yeah, you're stealthy as fuck. Blaze, you still feel the tug, but you don't find anything.
Fair.
You know there's something here, obviously. You just don't know what exactly that is that you're looking for. You're kind of fumbling around, trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is this thing that you know probably is here, but you don't know what it is.
So I would feel this tug as well.
Yes,
right?
Both of you now as worshippers of Lilith both feel this tug.
So can I investigate where this tug is coming from? Is it actually behind a statue, or is it somewhere outside, further behind it kind of deal?
So I will say that it is behind the statue. You know that much. It's behind the statue, but you can also roll me an investigation to see if you can figure out what's there. And don't worry, my 2 new players, you will be showing up very soon.
So that's 16 total.
Okay. So, as you are investigating the statue, you notice there seems to be on the wall, on the very right, where most of it is dusty and kind of covered in like a thin layer of dirt. There's this one specific spot that's smooth and clean.
Like,
It's like a
because
square.
because it's been touched a lot kind of deal? Like, or
Yeah.
like, okay.
Like it's
Sorry,
it looks like it's not necessarily like a handprint, but like everything else is covered in like dirt, grime, dust, but except for there's this square that's about the size of a normal human hand.
Okay. I'm going to still carefully, stealthily go in. Boop.
So are you full palming it or are you poking it?
Okay, 2 questions actually. How far off the ground is this thing?
So at a normal human height, it would be like right here. So it's I want to say
fair-
about 4 feet off the ground, 5 feet.
So Hig is going to walk towards it quietly. Because of her boots of elven kind, she does not make any noise when she's stepping. Just FYI.
Yeah.
And just look up, because again, 8 inches tall. And just trying to figure out how she can do this. I'm assuming the wolf lady still hasn't seen me, so she's just kind of like...
Yeah. Halina has not seen you.
She's going to just try to like jump up to see if she can like just reach it at all.
Roll me athletics.
So that's a 14 plus 3, that's a 15. Or no, 17. Jeez, math.
Okay, so despite you being 8 inches and this thing being like 4 or 5 feet off the ground, you kind of prep yourself, kind of crouch all the way down to kind of give yourself momentum, and you leap up and you barely touch it, and as you tap it, a door slides open. So
And like when she
a piece
lands,
of
she's gonna
stone.
do...
Sorry, a piece of stone like kind of like just seems to slide in on itself, so a door appears. And Halina, you would see this, but yeah, go ahead, Critter. Sorry.
Oh no, it just lands on the ground quiet and just... Again, look,
Right.
make sure nobody saw that.
With your high stealth, no one saw it, surprisingly.
Okay.
So Halina, you see the door open. You don't see Hig, but you see the door slide open towards the right of the statue on the base.
So Halina, with Warhammer in hand, having seen the door open, will take a step through
Takes a step in.
and take a look around.
Okay, so if you look at your maps, it's going to change in a second. So you come in here. You see where I'm clicking?
Mm-hmm.
So you walk in, And the first thing you see is this big open room with, it looks like, barred enclosures. And this is when I'm going to switch to our 2 new players.
You said we're down here, yeah?
Yeah, you're down here.
Okay.
Wait, actually, did this map go upside down? It did. Okay, I'm gonna keep with that. Originally, y'all were supposed to start up here. I didn't realize the map flipped.
We can adjust.
Okay, so sorry. You're going to be starting up here where this wooden door is.
Done.
Okay. Sorry about that. The map flipped. So, my 2 new players. Briefly give a description of your character and your names. Start with Sam.
Okay. So someone looking at her, they would see what they would assume to be paladin with chainmail armor that is completely black for some reason. Like, it's not covered by something, but it's almost like someone made black metal as like a custom job or something like that. She's a tiefling standing there. The first thing that kind of strikes you is she's really freaking beautiful. Like, it's abnormally beautiful instead of the normal what you would expect. And she has some horns that they come off of her head and do the little curly Q thing around. And she's right now sort of leaning against the back of the wall with her eyes closed as if she's thinking about something.
Okay. Paulina?
So where are we exactly before I,
Y'all are
say?
inside these jails.
Oh, it's a jail. That makes perfect sense for my character then. Okay.
Yeah, so y'all are in this back area in one of these. Y'all are separated into 2 separate cells, but y'all are inside the cells. Is where y'all 2 are. So you can decide which cell you want to be in. If you go on roll 20, I will go ahead and just drop some tokens, and then whichever one you control is your token. I know they look the same. I'm sorry.
Should I be able to grab it and just drag it?
Yeah, you should be able to grab it and just drag it. Because I made it to where y'all are in control of.
Huh. I am not being able to do that.
Okay, give me a second.
Are you sure? Because I can't control either of them. I'm guessing it's the masked ones?
Yeah, it's the masked ones.
One of them moved on my screen.
I can't control it.
I'm fine with where it is, though.
There we go.
To the lovely tiefling who is dressed all in black, the occupant in the cell beside them is dressed in what can only be described as slightly darkened rainbows. She is very colorful in a cloak that has different muted colors. Very colorful, though. She is a half drow with long brown hair that is currently tied up into 2 space buns on the top of her head. Very pale lavender skin with bright blue eyes. She is currently hanging out over the side of the cell, very much like you would see in those old police movies, and just says, "I demand my one sending."
Also, I changed it. It was a problem on my end. Y'all both should be able to control your own little tokens. So if you want, just test that out for me super fast. Good. Okay. Paulina? Can you move your little token? Just test it out. You just click the token and drag it.
Yours should be the one in the bottom, because I
I-
was able to move the one on the top.
On the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, I can move it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so y'all both, from your respective original places of wherever you were going, came to this town and were quickly apprehended. Whether it was in a tavern or on the street, but were quickly apprehended and brought here. You have been here for a couple of days with the coming and going of various people. Some have brought you food. Others have tried to offer you multiple times rose petals. And so far, neither of y'all have partaken. But y'all have both been here, I want to say, for probably about 3-4 days. You're not starving. They've been very upkeep of keeping you fed. Honestly, these are the nicest cultists you've ever met. So, you do hear the door that you've heard multiple times. You recognize the sound. The door, the hidden door of the statue being opened, and footsteps. Is there anything that y'all want to do?
I demand to speak to my lawyer.
You get no answer.
Bitches! Wait till my cousin Uncle Vinny hears about this. Trust me, you're gonna be sorry for it.
Sam, is there anything that your character wants to do?
No, Kira's gonna just stay right in place, eyes closed, not moving at this point.
Okay. So, as y'all are not doing anything actively, we're going to switch back to my two others at the beginning. So, you do hear Paulina's character echoing very loudly through the chamber. So, what you see is right now, is you see the wooden doors right here. But you can still hear her echoing through the walls. Oh, we lost Paulina.
Yep.
There she is.
Hig, you, at the sound of the voice, would see Halina stop, just kind of listen for a sec, and then shake her head a little bit and move forward towards the doors.
Okay, are you opening the door?
Yes.
Okay, you open the door, and right here in the middle is a fountain of blood.
Move over to it. Take a look at it.
It's a fountain of blood. There's nothing remarkable about it. It's a fountain of blood. You do see the two doors here, and then you see another door here.
Take a peek inside this door.
More fountains of blood.
Take a peek inside this door.
This looks to be where people were sleeping and residing. There's like a table. No one's in here.
And then I'll take a peek through this door.
You see that it's just a square room that leads to 3 more doors. So there's this door, and there's this door. And before you go through the next doors, Hig, what are you doing?
Quietly following. I heard the
Okay.
voice. There's obviously somebody stuck in here, but we are advancing cautiously because we don't know if the people that are here deserve to be here or not yet.
Yeah. I will say you do know that this whole area seems to be dedicated to Lilith. All of
Yeah.
her signs are everywhere. So Blaze, which door are you going through?
Take a peek through this door.
That seems to be where they stored all of their food. There's a giant pot in the middle where it seems that they were cooking. All of it looks abandoned. There's still food there.
I'll take a peek through this door.
This store has books, tomes, spell scrolls. Looks like there's papers upon papers just scattered about. Nothing truly of note, but it looks like this was an area for studying.
I will make a mental note of that and come back to check it out later. And I will take a peek through this door.
So you open this door. Here you see a well that's glowing blue. Kind of odd. But if you do hear the voice ringing out from this side. You can't see the person yet, but you can hear the person.
Again, Helena's ears will twitch a little bit. She'll just kind of stop.
I swear to the laughing bastard, if you guys don't let me go, I'm gonna raise hell.
Shake her head again. Mutter something under her breath.
Okay, are you moving forward?
Yes, to the well.
Okay, so the well is glowing blue. There are rose petals floating on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that based on your interaction with Lilith, that this was a way for whoever was here to contact her.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's radio silence. There's nothing coming from the pool as of currently.
And with Warhammer in hand, Lilith will step out into the chamber proper.
Okay, I'm gonna check in with Hig really quickly. Hig, are you still just...
Yeah, she would have done the same rooms. I mean, unless you want to, like, I am curious, in the room with all the food, can I tell, especially as a brownie, how long it's been there? Like, how long has it been since anyone's been in here to cook anything?
So the fire is dead. It looks dry. You think maybe about 4 days ago someone was in here cooking, but it looks like no one has been here since.
Okay, then I will move on to the glowy blue room.
Okay, and now we're gonna go to our 2 new players. So, y'all see Halina walk into the center of the room. Also, roll me, both of you roll me perception checks to see if you can see our other resident brownie.
Do you want me to do another roll for it, or are you just going to keep what I had earlier?
I'm going to keep what you had earlier, because I already know if you roll for it again, we're probably going to get the same answer. Just remind me what you rolled. Was it a 23?
Yes.
Okay. And then both of you tell me what you rolled for perception.
Natural 20, altogether 22.
Okay. So, because you rolled a natural 20, you can see Hig. But you can tell that she doesn't think anyone can see her right now. Paulina.
I got an 18.
Is that with
I got
or
an
without your
18.
pluses?
That's with my pluses.
Okay, so you know something's there, but you don't see it.
She's gonna ignore that for a second, and the second she says Helena, she's gonna point at her and say, "You bitch!"
Helena will stop at that. Turn her head to look over. What in the nine hells are you doing here?
Okay, first of all, I did not plan any of this. I came here because I had a lead on something. And all of a sudden, these damn cultists come by when I was at the tavern doing a little performance, you know, make a little extra coin. And all of a sudden, I'm here and they're trying to give me rose petals and they're feeding me and stuff. Not as good as Cousin Tony's, though. Gotta say. Their cooks, decent. Not as good as Ma's. Why the fuck are you here? Did you bring my lawyer?
That is long story. Is a short answer.
I'm guessing you didn't bring Cousin Finny. So Cousin Finny isn't here to bail me out.
One moment. Make short work of locks.
Briar, knowing what that means, takes several steps back.
Helena's gonna look,
Are you gonna...
Helena's gonna look around for a moment to see if she can spot any keys.
Okay, roll me investigation.
Naturally. One moment.
Hig, are you also looking for keys, or are you just kind of watching?
I'm just kind of watching.
Okay.
She was not expecting the wolf lady and one of the inhabitants of this area to know each other. So she's kind of thrown off, but she's also just observing both of the occupants' cells, just trying to get a read on them from distance.
19.
Okay, so over by the front, right here,
Mhm.
is a pair of keys hanging from like a nail in the wall.
Helena will walk over, grab the keys, and then approach the door with her friend.
That would be this one.
The bottom, yeah. And attempt to unlock the door.
Okay, key slides in, unlocks, and then you feel a tickle in the back of your head. There's an itching.
Stop and
that
listen to it for a moment.
and that familiar feeling rushes over you. The one that you felt when Lilith embraced you. As you hear her voice, it's a low purr in the back of your head as she kind of envelops your senses for a moment. You don't see her, but you feel her.
Briar, Hig, you would see Helena visibly just shudder for a moment. Just...
And then you
Good.
hear her voice. Let me embrace Lilith for a moment. My child. My sweet, sweet child. What are you doing?
Helena looks around for a moment. Letting a friend out.
So this is a friend.
This is friend.
Well, I had hoped your friend would join us and break free of her current lifestyle. But so far, she has yet to accept any of my offers.
Then let me work at it. Let me work my magic. But I am going to need time.
You hear Lilith kind of muse a bit. It's kind of like a low purr as she debates it. She goes, well, I suppose this is a good way for you to show me your assets and prove yourself.
And I'll do one up. I'll do one up above that as well. Give me other one.
Oh. I knew I liked you. Very well. Don't forget about our other little friend. She just also accepted my deal. You haven't met her yet, but she's here somewhere. But I will trust you to take this for me. Just remember, child, I am always here. And remember to live deliciously in my name. And just as she was there, you just feel her start to, it's slow, pull out of your head. And you're back.
Halina will finish twisting the key in the lock, open the door, and then move over to the other cell and open the door there as well.
Hig, you would have heard Lilith's voice because you're a worshiper. You could hear her voice as well. You didn't hear the full conversation. The only part you heard is when she spoke about you. The other two of you did not hear Lilith's voice.
Briar bounces out of the cell, arms up, and says, "Free!"
I just realized Critter wasn't here that whole time.
You're welcome.
I guess in stark contrast to Briar, in the recognition of noticing a brownie here, her eyes were slightly opened, like just a crack, and then they finally opened the rest of the way up. She finally takes away from the position, runs her hand through her hair. It's like black, but then slowly goes down to red as it goes further down. And kind of sighs. Oh, I didn't suffer quite as much as I thought I was going to. Oh well, there's always next time. And then she walks out the door and says, still, I do owe you for helping me out of this predicament, I suppose.
Really quickly,
Okay.
since Critter was gone the whole time, Critter,
Sorry.
you're okay. Blaze heard Lilith. Lilith let Blaze know. She didn't say your name. She just said that a friend who recently also took the deal is in the room with Blaze, aside from these two. And Blaze has agreed to bring these two into the fold. Blaze still can't see you. She just let her know that she hasn't revealed herself to Blaze yet. And that she is around. But she did not out you.
Okay, cool.
You could not hear the full conversation between Lilith and Blaze, but you heard that.
Okay.
And you also felt the tingle of her presence.
Mm-hmm. Hig is still just watching, kind of like tucked up against that well, and just
Also, they're both out of the cells now.
that I gathered, yeah.
Halina stops And again looks back at Briar. Glances at Kira, is it?
Yeah.
Briefly. And then over at Briar. You're welcome.
Sorry. Thank you, Your Majesty, she says as she gives an exaggerated bow. Also, do you know how fucking hard it is to catch up with you? My fucking gods.
Told you not to come looking for me.
I've done things people told me to do.
What are you doing here?
Aside from trying to find you, Cousin Tony had a lead on the bastard, so I thought I'd try to see if he was in this town. Turns out he wasn't. Got caught by some cultists. Nice cultists, much nicer than the other ones we dealt with before.
And why
What are you doing here?
would you be looking for me?
Because you're my sister, and we love each other, and I want to make sure you don't die.
You'd notice this isn't the Halina that you... This isn't the Halina that you know. This one is looking at you with an almost predatory look. Cold, calculating. Distant. You'd also know I left that life behind.
Yeah, you don't got a choice in the matter. You're stuck with me. We've been over this. We pinky promised and made a blood pact.
And yet, the field has changed.
Always change.
More than you know. Why were you two locked
Well, then tell me about...
Why were you two locked in cell?
Like I said, well, I can't say for her, but we've been here about 3, maybe 5 days. They came, they locked us up, they kept offering us roses and this shit, and I was like, no thank you, I don't accept flowers from people who are red flags. And they were just like, but accept, and I was like, fuck you. And yeah, they fed us and they kept trying to give us things, but if there wasn't food, I wasn't interested.
Halina will turn to look at Kira.
I was merely carrying out my duties, helping people feel exquisite pain and all sorts of things, and then all of a sudden they dragged me out to here. For a second, I assumed they were Puritans or something. I run into those occasionally, but no. Instead, they locked me in a cell and then didn't even do me the common decency of tormenting me or anything. Extraordinarily kind, like your sister, was it? Said?
You like pain.
Yeah, and this topic of conversation between the two of us the last 3 days.
I'm sure we can indulge at some point.
It's what all of Lovathar's children do. We enjoy it immensely.
Fascinating.
So, Sam, because you're a paladin, I want you to roll me to a religion for while you were here to see if you noticed who these cultists were worshipping. And if you can recognize anything.
Halina will turn back to Briar for a moment.
Do what you got to do first.
Yeah. I'll wait for y'all.
You did not take the roses, I assume.
No, because I follow the rules of Ma. Don't accept flowers from strange people who put you in cages.
That explains it.
I never thought I'd have to follow that piece of advice, quite honestly, but apparently.
That explains a lot. Also explains why you were in cage.
See, I thought they were just being kinky. But I'm not interested in joining some weird cult orgy organization. I got enough shit on my plate as it is.
Is that a shame, honestly?
Really? Does Briar have all her stuff, or is her stuff not on her?
You have all your stuff. They didn't take anything.
Okay. Yeah, they were weird. If it wasn't for the fact my lockpicks got broken a few towns over, then I would have gotten us out of here a lot sooner. Unfortunately, there was an incident, and they broke.
Well,
Sam. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Sam,
Well,
what
this
did
is
you
a
roll?
lucky set of dice, apparently. Natural 20.
Okay. So you would have, you would have instantly realized that these were worshippers of Lilith, the daughter of hatred, the mother of sanctuary, and you know that rose petals are her way of indoctrinating her worshippers. You ingest the blood petals to become one of her children. Child, go this way. You're not supposed to be on here. I see. Oh, thank you. You would also know that these cultists probably were fodder for Lilith. They were not important people. They were not like some of her top worshippers that she actually considered children. She just put out the general idea of, hey, indoctrinate as many people as you can. But you do remember a piece of conversation you heard between two of the cultists when you were first brought in, saying that there was something about the two of you specifically that Lilith wanted.
Noted.
And with a natural 20, you would also probably be able to get an inkling from Halina. You're not sure, but you have a suspicion. Based on the questions you've heard her ask of Briar. Hig, what are you doing?
Watching.
Watching. Okay.
She's gonna like slowly try to get a little closer, just so she can like hear better and stuff. And she's getting the idea that like Lilith wants to switch these two or to like gain these two for herself, but Hig has no idea how to accomplish that as of now. But she figures if she watches them long enough, she'll learn enough about them that maybe she'll know what to do.
So, Sam, just to let you know, you do see Hig getting closer. And Hig, if you want, you can roll me a perception to see if you notice that Kira can see you now. I will be right back.
And yeah, no, I doubt I noticed. I rolled a 5. So
You
that
are
would
not
be like a
rolling well.
whomping. Yeah, that's like a whomping 7.
You do not realize that that Kira can see you. But Kira, you do see this 8-inch brownie sneaking about.
She doesn't say a word about any of it. She's just taking the information on and going, all right.
Okay, so Kira, you know that this place was worshippers of Lilith. Blaze, you know that Lilith wants you to recruit these two in a sense. And Briar, do you want to try to roll religion to see if you know what these cultists were about?
I will try. I will say Briar does already follow a deity, and Helena would know that. But let's see if Briar knows what the fuck is going on.
Good luck.
Or if she was just like weird cultist shit. Religion, you said?
Religion.
That is a 22.
Okay, so I'm going to say that while you were captive, you might not have really picked up on it, but now that Helena has started to ask some very pointed questions about the rose petals, you recall Lilith, daughter of hatred, mother of sanctuary, who uses rose petals as a way to indoctrinate her children.
Hell fuck.
Now, I will also say for my two new players, Lilith is not an evil deity. She is what we would call neutral. She's very morally ambiguous. When she was active, she was widely worshipped. She has been less active in recent years. And last time you heard, she had been banished to the hells.
I'm curious if Briar would pick up on that.
Do you want
Would,
her to pick
like,
up on it?
Briar, can you roll me an insight?
Insight. Do I get advantage because childhood friend?
That's DM's call.
Yeah, I'll give you an advantage on it.
Thank God, because that was a 1. How does an 18 sound?
You would also recognize that Halina is looking very comfortable here.
You joined the orgy cult, didn't you?
My mistress demands much. Besides...
I knew you were a fucking horn dog, but I thought you had standards.
Yeah, well...
I mean, cultists? Really?
After your god abandons you and leaves you for naught, hangs you out to dry, so to speak, and leaves you alone, one tends to find there's a lot missing. So I went and found one potentially that works for me. Not that I'm not thankful for what the Raven Queen gave, but I apparently was not good enough for her standards.
We'll tar and feather one of her statues next time we get a chance.
For the moment, you said you were looking for me. And you? Halina looks over at Kira. Giving you your freedom. But you're also one for more masochistic tendencies. Yes?
You wouldn't be wrong.
You're following me now. That was not a request.
I figured.
Halina looks back to Briar. You're free to do what you want. I can't control you, we both know this. But I'm leaving here in short order. This town bores me. I need someplace a little more exciting.
Like I said, turns out the bastard wasn't here, so.
You can come if you want. Stay here, I don't really care. But I'm moving on.
I'm sticking with you. I'm going to be an annoying thorn in your side for the rest of this traveling. She says, and she's just getting uncomfortably close to the point where Briar is basically like draped on Helena, and you're never getting rid of me. I'll be like glue stuck in your fur, mixed with syrup and feathers. It'll be just like that time the two of us tried to tar and feather that person that was annoying the Dawn.
I remember.
Good.
So, the plan is, as of right now, that you are going to leave this town.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct? Okay.
So far.
Yes.
So, you have a couple of options. You could leave this area tonight, and you could make camp probably a couple miles outside of town. Or you could spend the night here and then leave first thing in the morning.
I have no issues with staying here until morning. I don't know about anyone else.
So long as more cultists aren't trying to offer me rose petals, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Keg, are you going to stay here for the night, or are you
Yeah.
going to continue? Okay. Okay. So, if we're all in agreement, you all get bunker down. Kind of, there's a huge food storage that still has fresh food. You get the sense that no one's coming back here. There's no personal effects. There's no nothing. You get the general sense that no one is going to come back. So there is a lock on the first wooden door that you were at that you could lock to make sure nobody comes in.
Before we do that, I want to go
Yeah.
rifle through the study room and see what I can find.
Yep, I figured that was going to be the thing you were going to do. I was just setting the scene of y'all are going to bunker down for the night.
Okay.
There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 beds. One is in the study area that you found, and the other 3 are in that general area. The pools of blood are just really blood. If you want to investigate it more, you can. But there is enough food that if one of you wanted to cook, you could cook. There's the giant pot. There's a stack of firewood. You could make that work for you. There are places to sleep. Really quick, I'm going to go in order of what everyone wants to do. Blaze, since I already know what you're going to do, I'm going to go last for you. So we're going to start from the bottom and go up. Sam.
Probably look around the place, see if there's anything I can find. Maybe just out of sheer curiosity, given I've sort of taken to mind what the game is going to be played here. Like I'm
Yeah.
not stupid. I have all of the chess pieces in front of me. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
So since I'm technically in what, if we're going to go with that metaphor, is enemy territory right now, I might as well take advantage of the fact I get to look around without anyone trying to do anything.
Okay. What room are you gonna start in so that I know?
If she's already taken the library,
She's taking this room.
yes.
There's the room with food in it. There's the fountain of blood. There's the wells of blood. And then there looks to be this room as well where the beds are.
I'm going to take a look at that room first. The one with the
Okay.
beds and everything.
Okay, so I want you to roll me investigation. While you roll investigation, I'm going to move on to Paulina. Paulina, what are you doing?
Briar, still a little salty from being kidnapped by cultists, is gonna take, like, she's gonna be petty and very immature, but also kind of pay a little tribute to her own god, and she's gonna take some of the blood and she's gonna start writing things on the wall that are basically like what teenagers would write, like, Briar was here, I got kidnapped by cultists and all I got was trauma. And like really bad drawings of the cultists that just say not smart enough to follow our god's orders. Like never insulting Lilith or anything because she knows better, but basically making fun of the cultists as people. And just a little tribute to Ollie Damara.
Okay. So,
And a few dicks. And vaginas. Because why not?
okay. And we're just going to do that. Sam, what did you roll?
10.
Rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said before, there's no, personal effects. Anywhere. You do see what seems to be someone's diary kind of tucked very haphazardly in one of the beds. There's some over here, there's like some chests, not chests, but like crates that you could go through. But other than that, you don't see anything truly noteworthy.
Is the diary locked?
No.
She'll at least pick it up and start, rifling through it, see if she can find anything useful out of its contents.
Okay. Roll me. I'm gonna say roll me insight, only because you're trying to find something of note in someone's personal diary. So you're trying to get into their mind of what was important. So while you do that, I'm going to move on while Paulina's character is writing in blood on walls to Critter. What is Tig doing?
Peg is basically going to just lay low, probably in the kitchen area, like in a cubby or something, until everyone's gone to bed.
Okay.
Once everyone is asleep, she's going to clean up all the graffiti that Briar is putting up. And then once it's closer to when everyone wakes up, she'll actually cook a meal for everyone and like time it so that like she can like disappear by the time they get up to the smell of food. This is her opportunity to do brownie shit, which she hasn't had chance to do in like 150 years. She's doing it.
Okay.
Racing some of Briar's best work.
Sorry.
And Blaze, I will get to you. Yours is just going to be the longest. Because I'm going to go into more detail, but I'm going to go back and check in with Sam. What did you roll for me for that insight check?
18.
18. Okay, so towards the end of the diary, you notice that the writing style has changed. Before, it was very crude, kind of just talking about blah blah blahs did this today. I hate this man. Fuck this bitch. Kind of just generic diary stuff, complaining. But then the last 3 pages seem completely different. And they're all written in a script that you can't read. But it looks like akin to best way I can describe it. Eloquent are like very fancy but old. Like old dead language kind of writing.
Old calligraphy almost.
Calligraphy, yeah. It's roll me Arcana to see if you can tell if it's magical or not.
18.
Okay. It is magical. Essentially, you would know that this is magical script written by something that speaks a dead old language. As a paladin, it would be akin to like the writings and teachings that come from old tomes and libraries that you would recognize. So you know this probably says something very important. You would need to take the time to actually translate it.
Okay.
Okay. Before I move on to Blaze, is there anything else you want to do, or are you just going to keep?
I'm going to keep the diary.
Okay.
That will be a work in progress.
Okay. Blaze, you're going to investigate the big room with all the papers.
Oh, here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, roll me investigation, or did I already tell you to do that?
Not yet. 1 second. $21.
21. Okay, give me 2 seconds. You are making this hard on me, you stupid book.
Honestly, you can also give me a list afterwards if you'd like.
Yeah. So essentially, you're going through, you find a couple of scrolls. That obviously are magical. You know, they're scrolls. They're scrolls of something. You'll find out later. So there's also religious texts of Lilith in this room. And you can see some of the script that you would recognize from the doors outside in some of the books.
Mm-hmm.
There's also seems to be a couple of these are like cabinets that you could go through. You'll find some gold, some gemstones, generic like pens, tablets, paper, loose paper that doesn't have anything written on it. What you would find if like of a person who writes a lot of texts.
Yep.
At the desk over here, this desk that's surrounded by bookshelves, is where you see just a whole collection of books.
Mm-hmm.
Anything from, how to read for dummies, some basic religious texts, generic books. The only ones that catch your eye is the 3 Lilith texts, which are 3 different tomes that are all specifically about Lilith that are on these bookshelves.
I will pick those up and put them in my backpack.
Okay. In total, you find about 4 different scrolls.
Mhm.
You find about 5 to 6 gemstones. You find in total probably about like 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
And the other thing of note is that there is a small leather-bound book that looks handwritten, and the entire book is written in the script that you saw.
And I will take that.
Okay. Do you want to move into that would-be bedroom?
It's gonna be this one. Yeah, we'll take a quick look around.
Okay. So this right here is a very organized desk.
Mhm.
Whoever was staying in this room while there was chaos out there, this looks like this was where they did most of their work.
Okay.
Looks like they were trying to come up with alchemical recipes. Looks like there were some runes that they were trying to design,
Mhm.
like the spell casting runes that you can see, like sigils.
Mhm.
There is a note laying on the table.
What's it say?
Essentially, it looks like it's a correspondence between whoever lived in this room and someone in the next town over, which is, we have done our mistress's work. We are now moving forward with the plan. There's some other talks about moving product. Essentially, you find out that they have abandoned this area, and they just left it as is because they never thought anyone would be able to find the hidden door.
I'll take the note, put it in the bag.
Okay.
Anything else of note in here?
Nothing else of note. It looks like a lot of it was cleaned out. They just left behind some things in a hurry.
I'll head back to the room that we're shacked up in then, and I guess head to bed.
Okay.
You just
Is
see
anyone
Briar
else-
painting on the walls in blood.
Yep.
Is anyone else doing anything before we go to bed?
Briar will do a nightly prayer to her god before going to bed.
Okay. Can you tell me who your deity is, please?
Hello tomorrow.
So,
Say it again.
Ola Damara.
I will put it in the side chat for you.
Hold, please. Da, 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 da. You can still go ahead and do that.
This-
I'm just looking at. Okay, so you are doing a prayer to Oladamara right now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are you doing that? Are you doing it somewhere private? Like, did you find somewhere private to go and do it?
She would probably try to go somewhere private, not because the deity is like frowned upon, but because the deity kind of like secrets, thievery, chaos. So she'd probably go like in a place that's not as obviously this is for Lilith, because it's like, listen, even I know there's some things you don't trample over.
So I would say probably if you went into like the kitchen area and went into the storage area, that's the least Lilith you're gonna get.
Yeah, so she'll go there and she'll do like a nightly prayer to him. Just be like, I'm good. All's fine. I shall continue to do chaos.
So as you're doing your nightly prayer, out of the corner of your eye, you see a man, mid-30s. God damn it, camera.
Focus, you fuck.
Focus, you fuck! No! Hold on. Motherfucker. You listen? Thank you. Go fuck yourself. Okay. You see a man. Let me see. 1 second. Come back here, you bitch. You see a slender young man with olive skin, chestnut hair, rakish beard. At least this is what he's presented himself as to you. And he's kind of lounging on one of the crates. He's got a glass of wine in hand, kind of swirling it. He's got, literally, he's like this. Lounging on a crate. Like, he's like, these are your digs? I like the fine things in life. I didn't think this is where you choose to lounge. Also, Lilith?
Hey. I didn't ask to be here.
Well, obviously not. I mean, I fucking hope not. After all the shit we've done together? Listen, Toots. We made a deal. You do me chaos, and I give you good, nice, shiny things. Granted, were you a kid when we made this deal? Yes. But I still uphold it, and I expect you to uphold it. Is Lilith a hot babe? Yes, she is. No fault of you there. But I mean, she's kind of cuckoo.
Ollie, baby, darling, you know I would never, ever turn my back on you. Unless I was giving you a view of my backside, but that's a whole different story.
Well, I mean, listen, babe. That's a topic for a different time. Especially not here in the dark dungeon. Is this a storage room?
It was the only place I could find that didn't have all of her influence in it. Listen, there are some lines even I won't cross.
You know what? I'll take that. That's fair. But... listen, Toots. you got yourself in a tight fucking spot here. First of all, you got the Leviatar fucker in one corner. Which, you know what, hey, I like kink as much as the next guy, but Leviatar takes it to a whole other level. Then you got the two Lilith cuckoos, which, again, she's hot, I get it. She's very persuasive. Your friend, though, is deep into it. The brownie, I think, could maybe use it, but your friend, the whatever her fucking name is, I don't keep track of people who aren't mine, but
I know.
you gotta get her out of this whole Lilith spiral. It's fucking with her brain. She digested those fucking petals and went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, if you could do me as a favor, maybe extract whatever fucking parasitic that they put in that goddamn rose petals. And if she offers you any rose petals, do not take it. Even she might get sneaky, so start checking your food. I can't be around all the time, but I'll try to give you some warnings.
Well, I would hope my own sister wouldn't try to drug me.
Well, your
But
sister's under Lilith's thumb, and Lilith has, now granted, I don't tell her I told you this, but Lilith has essentially said that the other twos of you who aren't Lilith worshippers yet are going to be Lilith worshippers if she has anything to say about it.
Why?
Well, because you're neat, kid. And apparently the Leviatar chick's got something going for her. I don't know.
Alright.
But you got some things that apparently mother of whatever the fuck wants. But I called dibs. And I don't take back my fucking dibs. You're mine. Let's
You
make that
called
real
dibs when
fucking
I was
clear.
5 years old.
Yeah, I called dibs when you were 5 years old because I can see shit later on. And I knew you were what I wanted. Now, find a way to get your friend out of this particular predicament. Also, there's another person here that you haven't seen yet that also is kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for Lilith right now. If you can get her out of it, that'd be a nice, like, cherry on top. But I don't expect much.
I'll do my best. I'm gonna be honest, this might be more of a I talk her through this type of situation.
Listen,
But we'll see.
Lilith demands a lot. She offers you everything you could have ever wanted. But she asks for a higher price. And sometimes that price is your life. Get your friend out of Lilith's grasp. If you don't, it's night-night. For her, you, the other one, and maybe the Leviatar chick, although the Leviatar chick might be able to get out of it by the pure will of her what the fuck is the word? Masochism, that one. Or is it sadism? I get the two confused.
I mean, we're both a little bit of both sometimes, you know.
Well, yeah, I know. But listen, take care of yourself. Watch your food, watch your drink. If you see petals anywhere, get the fuck out.
You got it.
All right. Now, get me out of this goddamn drinky place. Jesus Christ, I can't even find a good thing of wine here. And he just poofs.
Love you too.
You just feel a pat on your back.
Hmm.
Is anyone else
There's
doing
a-
anything else before they go to bed? Is anybody else going to worship a deity? I can do 2 more voices and then I'm done.
I got to flirt with my deity. I'm great.
Do you like the New York accent?
I do like the New York
Boston,
accent.
New
Oh,
York
God.
accent.
So good.
Was not expecting it.
This might be a good place to end.
Yeah.
I'm giving everyone who worships a deity a chance to see if they need to do their
Yep.
deity shit to do it, and then we're gonna end